make sense to do these first. So I have no idea how my audio is even set up. Did I even have the new microphone? Yeah, it seems to me. Hey. Maybe I'll do that instead. I was trying to figure out in what order I need to do things. Also, I have no idea what the audio is like. The last time I streamed was over 6 months ago and I had a different microphone set up, so let me know what stuff is like. Kind of quiet. My audio? All audio? So that would be that place. So I need to go down there, so I want to teleport there. My microphone is especially quiet. I'm gonna turn it up, it might get loud. Test. Does that make it louder? I guess I'm gonna ask that first. Because it was at 50, now I put it to 70. Is that any louder or do I need it higher? The interesting thing is that OBS doesn't. The OBS shows it the same way it was before, so I have no idea if it's changed anything. Test. So that did not do anything. Test. So this doesn't seem to be even doing it. No. Test. Hello. Okay, why is this so low? Let's see if turning any of these. Test. Sound test. Yeah, no, it's not really. Test. Okay, that did something, but it doesn't. Test. Okay, so this one, maybe? Hello, okay. Okay, so that did change it. Sound test. how high do I need to be? Like, which is good? Is this good? Let's leave it at this for the moment, and you can tell me if this is good. Alright, I will leave it at that. I have no idea how this. So I got this audio box thing that all my audio stuff is plugged into. Like it's a more complex setup. Anyway, I turned all the knobs on it until I found a knob that seemingly changes the audio volume, but not for me. I don't think so. I think it only changes the audio volume for you guys. So works. I can also change my audio volume for myself, but yeah. It's like fuck, I don't know what these things are called. It's a box that has all the audio stuff going to it. There goes horses. I might lose this fight because I don't know how anything works. Yeah, I'm not winning this fight. Yeah, I guess it's a thing like that. Yeah. Not much to do here. But as long as the audio is good, it's fine. Man, there goes that army, I guess. I have no idea how these armies work. Okay, you go to the court of Nimbus. Game quad, you stay quiet. I think that's on the same. So this is the audio for me. So this is the audio for the input, output, whatever, I guess, thing. This audio doesn't change anything, I think. I could turn the game up. In Okay, that would make it 15% louder, maybe. Currently there's like no audio, but. Also, did I already rest just by going here? I just noticed that. I was gonna rest, but I think it already rested for me. Yes. Diplomatic relation has improved. Request that the Crusader leader attends the meeting. Sure, I totally know what I was doing. Drake training. All generals gain a pet drake. I mean, sounds good. So what I don't understand is I can't buy any units at all. I noticed that when yesterday I checked to remember what the fuck I was doing. Oh, there it is. For 2 days, recruitment growth. Okay, so say we have some event. That means I can't recruit units. So at least it's not broken. Did that make the audio any better? I could probably do more to it. I could maybe turn it up in OBS directly. Lady Konomi's voice is brimming with satisfaction. Commander, I bring wonderful news. We are getting reports from all regions of Mendev that the nationwide political crisis has been resolved. You want me to turn it up? I presume that's what you're referring to. Let's see. I saw an option here. I have no idea if this is gonna cause issues because I'm just doing like now I'm just doing gain, but so I made it 125. Okay, it still looks low. Let's do 135. No idea if this is doing anything. The military detachment you sent across the regions have restored order and suppressed the emerging riots. The entire economy suppressed with how you managed to hold the demons back without reinforcements. I totally remember doing that. It's not like I woke up with amnesia a moment ago. I believe it's fair to say that at this moment, Commander, your ward carries the greatest weight in Mendev's politics. You could use this influence to accomplish... Why is this so fucked? Okay, is this even doing anything? I put this to 200%. I don't think this does anything. I think OBS is lying to me. It's... Okay, this might blast your ear, fair warning. Yeah, okay, I don't think it does anything. I set this to 500%. The music is quiet right now. I mean, maybe that's louder? This is now at 500%. But there's currently no music playing. Let's see. I believe it's fair to say that as small commander, your word carries the greatest weight in Mendev's politics. You could use his influence to accomplish something momentous. For example, you could organize a total military mobilization across the kingdom. What will you do with your newfound power? Mendev has suffered... Hey, you are here? I forgot you were here. Jesus Christ. I have complete amnesia. Vendor has suffered heavy losses. Its estates have been desolated, many noble bloodlines have been cut short. It may go against our custom, but I'm willing to pass a reform and offer any noble who swears loyalty to and enlists in the crusade lands and a place in Mandavian aristocracy. That's cool though, so she could be dead right now. But she gets to have input in these events, so that's nice. We need to remind Mandavians that the gods care for us. They gave us strength and wisdom to save the kingdom. And the people who go to the temples praise them, make donations and pray. In dark times we need all the faith we can muster. In many lands the temples collect tithes. I have a fresh idea. Why don't we turn this around and tax the temples? We call it tax of the righteous and tell them that the more pious the temple and its congregation, the more coin we will collect. We will just have to see what wins, faith or greed. Someone must take care of Mendev. The old mayor wants a wife, another white like that. Maybe we should hold elections for members of the royal council. Finally, let those who are worthy run the kingdom, no matter the social class or wealth. Equal rights for tieflings. Mayor Wool lifts hands on his hips, stares boldly at those around him. It's time to stop the oppression of our people. Of our noble people by Mandavian society. Tears are no reason for prosecution. I mean, you did literally make a deal with the demon when I told you could do what you want. I don't want to be that guy, but stereotypes exist for a reason. So is the audio any better at this point? Because I will say OBS is warning me that I'm like spiking into the red all the time when I speak, but seemingly that's the way it must be. Now listen to the council opinions. As you wish, Commander. Your advisors have proven the diplomatic and political acumen. Saucy and Mandavians have honored the gods before, and was that not enough? It was enough, which is why the gods did not let Mendev fall. But when adversity passes, people breathe a sigh of relief, and when they leave the temple, it's just as it always goes. However, even though the crisis in Mendev is behind us, our war rages on. We need to remind people that the most terrible evil hasn't been defeated, and to unite them around spiritual power instead of worldly authorities as before. Are you sure there's no one in Mendev more in need of respect than the gods? No one at all? Or are the gods like the most downtrodden bunch? Is that why you worry so much about? I need to get back into reading. Is that why you worry about them so much? Darren, is this really time for taxes? Temple taxes, no less. Normally you could never get away with something like this. But now, with the end of the crusade in sight, no one will want to defy you. So we kill two birds with one stone, and find a new source of funding that desperately needed, and have a grand old time watching the priests being torn between the urge to appear holier than everyone else and the desire to pay less. Is that all the wisdom of which you're capable, Count? Most lamentable. You're like a child. For the sake of a joke you find humorous, you're advising that the commander go against faith, the only solace people have left in a war-ravaged land. And I, an atheist, tax the temples. No matter how much money we get from Mendev, we have to spend it all on personal guards, or the court will promptly hang us. In the tallest branch, we go to the Count Aradan, who in recognition of his irrefutable wisdom. Lan, what about elections? Right now, Mendev is a smoldering ruin, a realm of devastation whose only riches are patriotism and corpses. We need to save it before it's too late, and we should start with those in charge. You've had enough hardy bureaucrats lining their pockets and nobles believing themselves superior to others because of their lineage. It would be nice if the royal council was composed of those who deserve it, with no regard to family trees, connection, and purse size. Okay, I don't want to be that guy who gets into politics, but then elections are not going to work for you, Lan, because that is all determined by purse size. So, I don't know what you want. The mongoose choose the smartest, bravest, and most experienced among them as a chief. Lan, you just talked about yourself. I didn't know you were so self-important. So aren't you my husband, though? Maybe the Outlanders should learn this trick, or others too civilized for it. A spark of worry flashes in Konomi's face. Is this a good time for reforms of this magnitude? There's been enough disturbance in Mendev already. Woodliff, explain your point about tieflings and their rights. Wojcic's speech is loud and surprisingly fluent, as if he had rehearsed it many times. We all know about the rampant oppression of tieflings in Mendiv. It's like we are demons here. We've got no freedom, no respect, only humiliation and vallops. Gotta lock horns with the horned ones. Am I right? And what about rights? Oh, we've got those. The right to pay taxes and the right to serve in the army. Is that fair? No. Should you feel ashamed? Hell yes. And if folks treated us nicely, you think we wouldn't show our gratitude? We're not just thieves, you know. We are merchants, guards, lawyers, clerics, paladins, mages, and if Mendiv follows their conscience, you think we tieflings won't repay you for your kindness? Well, we would repay. There, I said it. Wolf even thumps his chest in excitement. I don't want to be that guy, but you're like literally a thief in my party. In the ensuing silence, it feels like Darian's whisper can be heard by everyone in Dresden. Someone please tell him that tieflings already have rights of Mendivian subjects. Or don't actually, it's funnier that way. No, don't you go making a suck out of me, alright? You think we don't understand that it's one thing to have the rights on paper that anyone can wipe the bottom with, but to have them for real, that's a whole different story. I would guess that people have no love for you and your tiefling paws. Not because of your race, but because you're thieves and crooks to the bone. This game just got based. But don't mind me, who am I to talk? Just some one-horned half-lizard who doesn't know what it's like to be judged on your ancestry. I feel like the game literally just demolished Wojcic's argument, so I don't need to anymore. The economy, so anyone left in Mendiv who could be mobilized. There is, rest assured. If everyone was here already, Mendiv would have died of famine. But I'm not just talking about the people. There are horses that could be commandeered for the need of the army. Tools that could be reforged into realms. Apothecary stocks, services provided by craftsmen, builders, spellcasters. Many can serve the army, and in many ways. Not necessarily by enlisting. We took their sons and daughters, took their gold, took their bread. Now we are taking their horses. Thinking we should also take their sticks and rocks. Or they beat us to death with them soon enough. We can take the horses at least. Gallifrey. Keep calling it that. Gallifrey, what do you suggest? Under normal ordinary circumstances, if a noble family were to perish, a land would go to the heirs by blood, however distant they may be. But I'm willing to change the condition and take all the estates that have been left without owners. They will be given to those nobles who choose the path of serving Mendiv and joining us. Our aristocracy is dying out in the war. We shall revive it with new blood. Honestly, I like her decision the most. I'm glad to see you at the meeting. Gallifrey bows her head politely. The work of this council is not only about the Crusade, but also Mendivian politics. Thus it seems appropriate that I attend. I've already warned Lady Kenomi, however, that the final word in the decision of the council is yours. How do I look at these again? I'm pretty sure I will just pick hers unless you have a different opinion. Again, I'm not really going by the mechanics, but I do want to just see what it is. We get cavaliers and war priests are recruited at the headquarters. The cost of recruiting trainable units is reduced by 10%. That's useless. Recruiting growth for mythic units increases by 15%. Energy points income increases by 5 because of the tieflings. Okay. Elections to the Royal Council, recruiting mercenaries is reduced by 10%. The cost of building construction reduced by 50%. Our generals have learned Judgment Day. Deal damage. Wait, I agree. Honestly, her I think is the most sensible for the longevity of the country. I'm not a big elections guy. Tieflings can go fuck off. Taxing the churches never works. This war has left too many wounds on the body of my nation. It is high time we healed them. Let any who wish to visit lives for a just cause come to me, and I shall name them knight and a noble of Mendiv. Lady Kenomi bows respectfully. When we first met, I allowed my eyes to deceive me. I failed to discern within you an outstanding politician. You knew nothing of diplomacy. You were unaware of the power structure of Nerosian and beyond. But you were driven by your uncanny intuition, and with it you have saved Mendiv and strengthened our ties with foreign allies. You have my respect. Once I saw Genoa in you, now I see a capable politician as well. I'm grateful to you for fulfilling your destiny and helping my nation, fulfilling your duty and helping my nation. I wasn't a diplomat before the war and I haven't become one now, but I think I'm beginning to understand politicians and their actions better. I'm convinced the key is never forsake your conscience. I don't think we have. I did not know that, I've never finished a tree, I guess, like a decision tree for these. I didn't know you get an ending for every character with these. This is good. I must admit, these council meetings weren't the worst moments in my life. They were almost too entertaining. It seems to have the ability to make everything more interesting, be it waging war or hosting ambassadors, and I, like a true son of Mandef, even took part in deciding its fate. We shall see if posterity will curse us for it or sing our praises. I can't imagine ever becoming a proper diplomat, or the political skullduggery makes my hand reach for my bow. I was this close to going down in history as Land's shooting ambassador. But I'm impressed with how slick you were at dealing with intrigue and weaving a web of your own. Looks like politics isn't much of a big deal after all. Just like the gangs on the street, apart from the cussing. Maybe I should be a diplomat after the war. It's been an honor and pleasure to advise you, Commander. However, I don't think you will need my counsel from here on out. Mandef stands strong, our allies are loyal and reliable. The diplomatic council has served its purpose. You don't need it any longer. Coolio. So, what do I need to do now? I think we're gonna do the side quest for our characters. We're gonna save that one dude.
Let us be off.
And then we will do the DLC, and then I'm gonna end the game. So I will need him. Who do I kick? Oh, I never know. He's gonna be so weak, he's so unleveled. I need her, I can't. Hopefully I won't miss him. Man, I still can't believe you betrayed me. I'm still not over it. It's been 6 months and I'm still pissed at Griffin, man. Fuck that guy. I have no idea what this guy does anymore. I think he just does healing and that's all he does. He's just a heal machine. I don't think anything matters. I'm pretty sure that if I remember correctly, the cringe mage can literally make everyone fall over dead just purely by looking at them. No idea if someone else already has this, but they did update the dragon path, by the way, since the last time we played. Supposedly the dragon, because they'd done the devil path and now they updated the dragon mythic thing, so who knows, maybe I need to play through this game again someday just to see. there's still a lot of mythic paths I've never seen, but this game has been a journey, and I mean, I barely even get through this. But they did say that was the final thing, right? Like, now they're done updating it. I mean, it really doesn't matter what I give him. I actually don't remember what healing magic is under. Evocation. Okay, let's see what I remember. Transmutation is modifying. Necromancy is necromancy. I mean, that's it. Illusion is illusion. Enchantment. So evocation is like fire and ice. Conjuration is summoning objects. Like, so evocation would be like a fire wave, while conservation would be like summoning a snowball or an object. Divination is usually to see things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see, so divination is like the opposite of illusion. I don't know what abjuration or enchantment is. I think one of these is gonna be healing. I mean, I can say it here. So conjuration is. So this under conjuration is healing. Interesting. Fuck, I don't know. Just keep casting. Okay, now I wanna teleport to this. And I have the quests over here. But how do I get there? Fake, I'm not gonna be able to get past this army. Okay, this is gonna update. So. I kind of would have liked if that did now. No, I think that's what I was gonna do. So I need him down here. Wow, that's gonna take forever. I think he's better off going this way. Which means I just walk back, but whatever. Promise, I don't think I can do these quests. Man, I have no idea what I'm... do I need to rage or something? Jesus. It's not gonna matter for these guys. I didn't know there was one behind us. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember my buffing pattern someday. God, I have like millions of dollars. Can't we just pay the demons to go home? But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get cockblocked here. Unless I can get there to this. Yep. Wait, we are exhausted, so maybe I didn't actually rest, I just reset my HP when I went there. You think there's no glory without risk, but why do you want glory? So you can fight off crowds of admirers? Glory is nice to have, but you can't let it go to your head. When I was a street thief, I lived putting reckless stunts to see the way other street kids looked at me afterwards. I feel like you didn't answer the question. Okay, so I need him. The thing is, do I need to take out this, or do I need to take out this? I don't know, like I always said, I never liked the map in this game that much for traveling. It's so messy. Had shackles down there. I guess I have no stealth in this party. So we're just gonna get random encountered. I guess, are they random if you know what's calling them?
I will resist.
Good fight. Very close. Can we leave now?
Let's move.
Seriously, being able to switch to real time at will never get old. Okay. I can recruit units now, finally. I can make a bastion of fortress, but I don't know why I was doing that. I mean, it has to be this one, right? I need more. Sure. Here. Boom. Hope I don't blow up my army, because otherwise I don't know how I'm gonna make forward progress right now. I did remember that being overpowered, so... The squad of demons fought back to the last, keeping the Crusaders away from the treasure even if it cost them their lives. The treasure finally turned out to be a small, unsightly idol of an infant made of sand and mud. That hideous babe beat the air with its fists and feet, shrieking all the while. Its dark skin was inscribed with the symbol of the demon lord Jubilex, the prince of ooze. In the place of its soiled eye, a sinister scarlet stone gleamed in a socket. Unable to destroy the wretched creatures, the soldiers took it to the commander. Hey, we are not kidnappers, we are crusaders. Okay. Honestly, none of these are going to be ever used, so... Oh god, you guys. Ask me a question, I will answer. My final question will be about the artisan scholar who possessed rare knowledge but failed to share it with anyone. If I show you a vision and you must answer me, who is this person and what did he create? A vision of an elf appears before you. He looks quite ordinary and there's nothing special about his appearance. However, you watch as he skillfully crafts a block of grey stone, sculpting it into the shape of a sprouting vines. You recognize this elf. He's Candalorn, the sculptor, and one of the greatest elf mages of all time. When you saw him in the vision, he was creating the Arch of Refuge. The elves used these gates to escape from Galorian thousands of years ago, and used them again when it was safe to return. To kind of make them digs. It was Candalorn the sculptor creating sailor portals for the elves. All it takes is a little knowledge to begin your journey. I know, I'm not doing a puzzle. The fourth and final meeting. I have no other location to reveal to you. If you would like to ask me anything, you may do so. It's a pity all has to come to an end. I enjoyed talking to you. It's almost made me remember how to be alive. How did you die? I died alone and in the dark. It was death without honor. I was in the tenebrous steps, though you might know the place by other names. It is called many things. I wanted to bury a secret there. I knew that it might become my grave as well. But I had no idea my death would be so dull, and I never suspected that I would become a servant after death. And now I'm bound to the will of another, and I must serve them as part of their game of riddles. I know, I don't really care. I've noped out of that quest line. I can't deal with those riddles. They make no sense to me. This is leading me places, and I'm not sure where. All of those had a knowledge check to give me the answer, yeah. If I remember correctly. Because I have like an absurd high knowledge. Good fight. Got issue, boy. Guess he's exhausted. Okay, this. Come on, I'm just trying to figure out what way I'm even supposed to go. I thought I had stealth. Well, do I not have any stealth? I guess not. In this one I was a Slayer, Forester. Yeah. I was Forester into Slayer into Instinctual Warrior into Slayer, I think. Fucking weird build. It works though. Squealer. Garni party was captured by succubus who introduced herself as a priestess or articular. She did not harm the soldiers, merely asked to deliver a message. A demon's offering This Garni party was captured. Wow, you guys suck. The demon's offering the commander a deal. She enjoys the experiments and she's asking to be sent. Demons and mortars for research. We can authorize silver prisoners, send troops after the succubus. Introduce the succubus to thieflings. Unlocks the deal with the thieflings. Financial. Sure. Warliff offers the demon a chance to move to one of the thiefling hideouts. Succubus will be able to perform experiments in a well-hidden refuge, and the thieflings will find a way to gain something from the curious rumor. She will be sure to thank Commander. You guys can have her. That's my appeasement for me not giving you rights. No, it's fine.
It'll be tough getting a helmet to fit you, but we can't leave your head unprotected.
Just as long as it doesn't have a visor. Or how else am I meant to scare the enemy?
Alright, how the fuck do I get from here over there?
Huh?
Yeah, you guys can handle this. I don't need to do anything. Remind of this button didn't used to exist. Neither of the speed up buttons used to exist. Yeah, unreleased. Baphomet demon spent no effort in breaking the stone of the solid rock. It was until after the Crusaders finished them off and examined the mountain they realized the reason for the determination. There is a vein of mithril in these rocks, a rare and extremely viable metal. Yeah, I don't think I need to worry. That did some damage. Oh, wait, is this? No, that should be fine. Actually, did took damage. Yeah, quite a bit actually. Well, that's the problem with using that button. You know, me kills itself. The demon who reigned here worshipped neither Baphomet nor the Skari. The Zyber of minions he built himself a little fort and used it as a base to mistreat many captured mortal slaves. Now it's mine. I'm still not sure where we go. Okay, I might actually lose this one. Seems fine. I think I just set them way too late.
Huh?
That's the wrong button. Well, I guess I can make this into something. Okay, so now we're gonna set up the power of friendship. There we go. Friendship circle of death. you exterminate the Ravener's Ravener dragons and the undead slaves, the Crusaders discovered a huge cave full of treasure. The greed of these dragons was so insatiable that they couldn't abandon a trove even after death. Dragons, am I right? To be honest, those dudes seem useless. Case in point. Ow! Oh my overfall. Chance out thousands of enemies. Too much. Might be able to sheath him out. As long as I can keep stun locking him. What is your saving throw? DC. Oh yeah, okay. Good, very balanced. How many did I just kill? 2,000, 3,000, 3,300 roughly. Jesus Christ. Long ago, the necromancer settled in this remote corner of the world when they made a deal with the demons, promising to serve them in exchange for their protection. Undead guards kept watch over the tower of his terrifying castle. Outside its walls, a tiny settlement emerged, inhabited by intimidated slaves. Now the imprisonment is over. It's still not every castle in this area, by the way. It seems posed. Oh yeah, up there. But it is everything down here that would matter. He's gonna have to march back now. But this should open the way. That was not the quick one. Little places work perfectly. He stands before the improvised place of execution, formidable and emotionless, like the living embodiment of an inescapable retribution. I will wait then. Welcome back. Little plays his role perfectly. He stands before the improvised place of execution, formidable and emotionless, like the living embodiment of inescapable retribution. Commander, I am glad to see that you heard up your end of the deal. The Mandav Inquisition thanks you. I will take custody of the criminal now. It's hard to read anything on Devon's face. My, what a curious installation. Count Aladdin, the Mandav Inquisition finds you guilty of treason, criminal links to demonic cults, or castrating the murder of several of the country's citizens, who were killed and decapitated by you or your accomplices in Cannabis and a range of other places. I, Little Hawkblade, Inquisitor and Exterminator of Demon Blight by grace of the Inhabitor, have been authorized to carry out the sentence, death by fire. With the permission of the Commander, we will begin. Dan glances at you, seemingly lost for words. I can try to tell the truth. I never cared about you. Let the Inquisitor do whatever it sees fit. Bluff. I never cared about you. So it's the same thing, but lying. Do we actually care about him? I said terrible at all of these. I thought I was good at diplomacy. I guess I'm not. This is not gonna end well. This is a disaster. I guess I'm not actually good at talking to people. Did you really think I would agree to tolerate you forever, miserable excuse of a man that you are? I enjoy watching you roast at the stake. Don't disappoint me now. Scream as loud as you can. Wow. I guess I'm just gonna bluff really unsuccessfully. Perhaps it's just your imagination, but the air seems to thicken around you. An ominous whisper rises up. The rest of the companions exchange bewildered glances, but keep watching without a word, understanding that something unusual is about to happen. Devon seems shaken by your words. He looks at Ray for a moment, then asks with a faintly, bidding at the stake. In trifle fashion, I thought you offered something a little more sophisticated for your noble clientele. But what interests me most is your role in all of this, Sophie. The Count is obviously trying to his best to master his emotion, but his voice betrays him a slight waver, as if he cannot believe that this is happening. You're an arrogant, pompous brat who thinks too highly of himself. I've been watching you and dreaming of making you die a lonely, humiliating death. I give you the Inquisition free reign in the matter. You have been under suspicion since day one. I knew without a doubt that I would hand you over to them if needed. My role, I was the one who reached out to the Inquisitor and asked him to investigate you. Like a fool, you followed me, or otherwise I knew I would soon throw you to the church's slave-loving hounds. The thing is, I'm just gonna fail every check anyway. The shadow only seems to deepen and the light begins to hurt your eyes. Angry whispers hiss just as the periphery of your hearing. Darren parts his lips to say nothing, but then presses them into a thin line, restraining himself. It is good that we finally had an honest conversation. I'd always appreciate honesty in people. Litor stands motionless like a statue, stares at you expectantly, asking your permission to continue. You have mocked and hurt others your entire life, now it's your turn. In this void, it's every man for himself. You are not my friend and not my ally, you're just a bargaining chip. Now, start praying, that is, if you have anyone to pray to. I mean, if I roll a 17, I could succeed this last check. You're not my friend or ally. Yeah, it's the same thing, but as a bluff. This ain't going anywhere. This lying thing didn't work. Fuck it. I don't want to be part of this anymore. Inquisitor's glare pierces you. Lutia shakes his head, pleadingly. Don't. Actually, I don't remember. The Sophie line. When I went fire and fell. Yeah, I fell. Got closer. Unpleasant chill runs over your body. Like cold red hands sliding over your skin, touching in dozen places. Ooh, wow, okay, we just went there. Darren listens to your words, never taking his eyes off your face, and only when you're about to finish does he finally break. With a shudder, he averts his eyes, avoiding looking at anyone. His voice sounds hoarse. So that is how it ends, I suppose. I suppose I deserve this, don't I? If you walk through life without showing any compassion or gratitude to anyone, it's highly unreasonable to expect someone to show compassion toward you. Sorry, I have neither the time nor strength to continue this conversation any longer. Do what you have to, Sophie. And for a moment he pauses, mustering his courage. I must warn you, there's someone who may be severely displeased by your attempt to kill me. Someone dangerous. Prepare yourself. There's a palpable shift in the surrounding. Everything seems to tremble. Like in the moment before a thunderstorm, there is no bolt of lightning or voice of thunder, but the sensation of some malicious presence, triumphant, inexorably advancing, white, rings through the air. Like, it's coming, Commander. But it seems we failed to trigger it. The scream of dozen voices, soundless but powerful, drawn into your ear and resound over the land. A ritual circle drawn by the Inquisitor flares through
We
life.
will be victorious.
But I mean, we didn't do the whole line good, but I do killing good. Instant enemy Ranger spawn. This then I need to like do a thing. I forgot what it was. The animal focus hunter? Can't do that. I swear the wage. Yeah. We did not much damage. Is it evil? It is evil, so I think I delay you. Ow. That's not good. I needed her to be not stunned. Thought I had some way to cast these. Okay, maybe that was it. Oh. Yeah, I'm not doing much here.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Plan is, as always, Okay, she's up. Now that was the important part. She can cast Mark of Justice. Oh. It's a Mewtwo. There goes my OP combination. Oh man, she has a fucking high hit chance. But she does no damage. Physical damage, she needs magic. So she doesn't count as magical. Okay. Sucks that I can't mark him. He's not very dangerous right now. Alright, you're probably into this, but we're just too funny. Okay. Unique magical realms. I'm guessing you don't have a way to do that to yourself. Now, hopefully you can hurt him. No? Oh, because it counts as a swarm. Okay. The bow can do that. I mean, there's that one item that could make me do that. Is Lang using that item? No, he must have something. And that's some red stones. Wolves are lame, don't you know? So I don't really think I would go back to grab the swarm if the swarm's immune to magic missile. It's immune to ice. I presume you're immune to death? Yeah, almost. Why do we make enemies like this? Your breath should do damage at least. Yeah. Nothing else is going to. Just spams cloud killer, which does nothing to you. A sudden silence voice over the battlefield is accompanied by the sensation of sinking into the water. Slowly and inevitably, surface goes further and further away. The darkness grows deeper and deeper around you. Below is nothing but bottomless black. Voices sound inside your head. No, not voices, images, ideas. Dear, the blackness seems to extend its hands. A vague extremity in open palm. Dear, let go. Let go of us. An agonizing yearning for freedom goes through you. Perceiving your entire self, it comes from without, but you feel it in your own. Reward, you get reward, power. Away, we will go away. The old door is closing. We will step back. A picture of Darren's severed head, dripping with blood, appears before your eyes, looking eerily weird. What do you want? Secret, keep the secret. Door, close the door. A desperate desire to break free from the trap and escape lances through your mind. What are you? A stream of feelings and images crashes into your mind. They cannot be described in any language you know. You only sense the general shape of them. Direction of aftertaste. Space, void, death, infinity, journey, escape, hunger. Over and over, hunger. I mean, I don't think I'm taking this. You would die, horrible creature. The feeling of sinking to depths is replaced with a sensation of whirlpool rolling around you. Death, freedom, freedom, death. I don't care much about him, but... oh god, that healed him. I'm gonna take a risk here, and I'm just gonna let this play later. Oof. Scream at it, will you? Nah, fuck. Crunch zone, could do that. Oh, you have it. There we go. Actually, I already have it back up. The erase just re-kill. Just care the fuck. It's almost dead. Oh, it's about to do the thing. That's not good. And it hit everyone. That's great. I think that's it. Now we're lucky. What does Veil the Banshee do anyway? Come on, I had him down to 100. Lame. Great, this time I wrote the success. Doesn't change much. Okay, so I still need instant enemy. This. This time. Now he's just spamming it? Come on. Like that's... You're just gonna cast it 4 times in a row? What the fuck? To auto cast that for We're about to get blown up. hate how it just spams that fucking spell. Oh, it's not.
This was unexpected.
Yeah, now we killed him again. Like, this fight sucks. I'm putting it back in turn-based. At least when it's turn-based I can fucking see
Let
what's
us be
happening. Okay, instant enemy. Ranger's bond. You can kill them. You can use this. This.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I will resist. Prepare yourself.
How are you mean to instant enemy? Yeah, land. Now he's mowing.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
You won't survive me.
Together they would. Honestly, I'm not sure why I was considered bad for it. But I take it. Feels kind of like I sheezed it, but whatever. Devon wraps his arm around himself for a moment, clutching at his shoulder. With a slight crazed look in his eyes, he surveys the area, his gaze never resting on anything in particular. His lips move, but no sound comes. At last, a call and says, "It's over." I hope it is. Commander and I spared no effort to home in on this entity, and then to lure it into trap. I assume now I understand the very reason behind everything you put us to account. I am especially proud of my overly ruthless Inquisitor speech. I like you, Sir Not So Ruthless Inquisitor. It's a shame that I shall have to kill you. What I talk about? Well, Devon is speaking in a strange manner, apparently marveling at the sound of his voice, tasting each word on his tongue. Either that or the Inquisitor will grip me by the throat and finally execute me, unless he decides to lock me up in some closed facility for clerics and mages that would look suspicious. Seems like a prison. Is that Inquisitor? The toll remains calm despite the heavy toll of combat and threat to his life. Count, you are without a doubt guilty of being in contact with a vile entity from beyond, and of concealing signs of presence in Mandef and the Crusade. That makes you accomplice to all the crimes committed by this other, whatever it is. Of course, Mandevian justice in all its glory. It is my duty to pass the case to the Inquisition Tribunal. But I'm certain that the judges will take into consideration your youth and the extreme circumstances under which you first encountered the entity, and they will treat you with leniency. I seriously doubt that the death sentence will even be raised as a possibility, but... Count, can you still use your ability as an oracle? What? What does that have to do with this? You can, I'm positive of it. I know how abilities like yours work. Unlike clerics, you do not gain the power by choice. You do not choose your destiny. You are simply chosen. The other, whatever it was, chose you. You became its gateway and thus acquired your power. Now it is dead, but this power still remains with you. This means that the gateway wasn't sealed with the death of its creator. Hence, you count on overboard into the unknown, where these horrible head-collecting entities come from. You remain a threat, and this means that there's a high possibility that the Tribunal will decide to send you to a closed asylum, where you remain under the church's supervision for the rest of your life. Devon, what do you have to say about this? Devon licks his lip nervously. Of all the assembled here, I may know the least about these creatures and what they are trying to do to me. I was simply instructed to keep my mouth shut, otherwise the next severed head would be my own. So I said nothing. I had been saying nothing for 10 long years, while they used me to come and go from this world as they pleased. Oh, I don't know how it works. I don't know if there is some road inside me, or where it leads. Do I get a say in this? Your achievements are great, Commander. Perhaps the Mandef Inquisition Tribunal will listen to your arguments, but I can't promise anything. Well, do we hand him over? There must be another way to resolve this. Another way? I'm afraid there is no such way, Commander. Don't ask me to sacrifice my principles. I never do that. The only thing I can say is the Tribunal's verdict, no matter what it will be most probably not carried out as long as the active hostilities continue in the Crusade. But after they are over, we will step in. Actually, there's another way. You can kill me right here now. Devon chuckles and waves his hand and rubs his eyes tightly. I'm not joking. I'm not being overly dramatic. I'm not going to that damn tribunal, and I'm not going to that damned asylum. This life, this so-called life they've prepared for me, is everything I've ever hated, with a little extra on top. I will not be able to live like that. I will not even want to try. I would much prefer to take one final breath as a freeman than to live decades more with a noose around my neck. For someone like him, death really would be better than what awaits him after the tribunal. Alright, that's our choices. We can kill the Inquisitor, we can hand Devon over, or we can kill Devon. I'm leaning towards 3 or 2. I mean, he says he wants death, so I guess if he truly means it, I would go with 3. Like, if my choice is between 2 and 3 and he's asking for 3, then it makes no sense to force 2 on him. I really don't see reason to kill the Inquisitor. I haven't really used Devon, and this is not gonna solve anything. But that's pretty fucked up, most of all because that means we just had a conversation with him a moment ago in the castle being like, hey, being a diplomat is kind of fun. And now it's like, hey, being dead is kind of fun. What's your take? 2 or 3? What would Sophie do? I mean, Sophie always believes in redemption, but I don't really have a good redemption option. Oh, maybe if we go to 2, maybe we can, maybe we can tell him that it's not that big a deal. He just chops a few heads sometimes. Like, really, this is... Sure. I mean, really, realistically speaking, if I had to make the choice in real life, I wouldn't be like, okay, let's kill him immediately. Like, should we at least, like, see whether or not your theory is correct? Because it's very possible that nothing bad will ever happen again if you're just killing a man for no reason. Like, this is purely a speculation. So, okay, let's go with 2. Darren looks at you, then Lito, and then you again. His fingers tremble a little. I think I've met my limit for excitement for one day. First, I thought I had been betrayed most cruelly. Then, I was being saved most heroically, and now I'm back to being betrayed again. I thought we understood each other, that perhaps we were friends. I don't know what to think now. I suppose you were attempting to make me a better person. I must be honest with you, I want more. But I suppose I'm grateful for you trying. It's almost as if you genuinely care about me. Honestly, I didn't actually that much. Lito listens to the count closely, then turns his gaze to you. You know, Commander, your decision to do the right thing despite the bond you have with I really don't have a bond with him. This account makes me reflect once again on what extraordinary person you are. I make sure to mention this to Tabuna, and perhaps I manage to achieve a more favorable outcome. If you vote for him, it may prove sufficient to let the count go free, although I can't promise it. The Inquisitor nods quietly at the count, then gives you a polite bow. Commander, I'm most grateful to you. More grateful to you than words can express. You have read the word of a dark entity, and that is priceless. In any other situation, I would have insisted the Count be immediately extradited to Mendev, but I will not, out of my immense respect for you and your mission. I will go to Rosie and myself and pass the Count's case to the tribunal. The sentence, whatever it is, will be carried out later. Now I bid you farewell. Just wonderful, Devon avoids looking you in the eye. I've been granted a little more time to keep fighting heinous demons in the most heinous region of Galorian, that I may then be incarcerated afterwards. Can we finally leave this place? They don't satisfy me. Wow, you're that one Inquisitor. Actually, no, a few of them got to survive this time. I guess because he didn't actually get to cast his Death Wave. Did he cast it once? I don't think he did. Okay, yeah.
It's an odd word. Freedom.
Why did you mention
Because it is akin to an elusive prey. It beckons to you, then slips away, then beckons again and escapes again. Not that I'm complaining, but I doubt the Inquisition will ever leave me alone. And I am no more free now than I was when the other had me by the throat. But that's all right. I somehow managed to survive the last 10 years. I suppose I shall survive a few more at least.
I have so many questions.
Let's postpone this conversation till we are back at camp or somewhere else safe. Apologies, but I'm too exhausted now to talk about it. First, I need to convince myself that it's all over.
Okay.
There is one last thing I'd like to tell you before we go. Even though things didn't work out as I should have liked, I'm still grateful to you. At least for liberating me from those otherworldly entities. I do not think anyone else in the entire world could have done that for me. And even if they could, I doubt they would have wanted to. It feels nice to no longer be a hole through which some supernatural monsters are trying to crawl into this world. As for what happens next, we shall have to wait and see.
Man, you're taking this surprisingly well for being the asshole, normally. They surprisingly shipper. Like, I wouldn't even call him evil anymore, not with that response. That's pretty base. Okay, so where am I going now? Probably gonna do the other quest if it's not too long, and then we call it a night. I made a grave mistake. I should have gone the other way. Sure, let's do the last forces. The one time I went to get more troops. I didn't read it, but what does it actually say? As the event in the world one takes an even more dramatic turn to Crusaders build more of their own blood, the people of Galorian come to understand how high the stakes truly are in this war. When the war reaches a crucial moment, the commander can issue final call for recruits, and everyone capable of putting weapons where on site, but the commander must be wise when choosing a day and hour of such an appeal. Allied Crusaders' army has been recruited. Commander's headquarters army strength influenced by the number of losses. I'm gonna avoid doing that for now. I'm just gonna do this. Dude, I'm just. Why is this so offset? We're finally here. The whole time I've been worried. We can't just stop thinking about the stolen souls. Greetings, Commander. Alan Grant greets you as the discipline of a soldier. He is calm. Seela and you unravel the demon's plot, protecting Alan's bride and saved him from despair. Composed, and his voice is steady. I kept watch, just like you instructed. We are definitely keeping the trap souls here. I've seen the jewelry myself, but this place is very guarded. We have to fight our way inside. Yeah, and it won't just be a small skirmish. It seems like all the surviving cohorts fled here from the wound after they lost in Cannabis and Dresden. Jana stands next to Alan and tries to look confident, but you can tell she wants to prove herself. She's doing her best to regain everyone's trust. What is this place? What are we up against? Looks like the place belonged to the Baphomet creeps. Seela points to a few familiar symbols. I knew it. I knew this was one of the schemes. It was too elaborate for Discarwites. Well, it looks like we are up against cultists, demons, the usual. There's one more thing I should mention. Derek Sunhammer is here. I saw him at the entrance to the cave. He had the trap swords with him, or was it the jewelry that contained the trap swords? He was looking at the different pieces, holding the gemstones up to the light. I think he was admiring his handiwork. It's safe to assume that he's a significant figure within the court. That means he's probably a formidable opponent. We will find the source, and we will give these courtiers a good thrashing. We will make those assholes pay for what they've done. I guess we'll stay and guard the entrance so that you don't get stabbed in the back. But if you need help, we'll be there. We bet we will. I never desert my friends again. For the League of Inspiring Card, I'm so happy that you're both here. We will save this day together.
We will win this war.
Magritium Turinos! Magritium Turinos! Please, allow me.
Devin, you have restoration. You do have restoration.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
No reason to pause.
Aperane sentes. Inimosi travisi.
Make horse big.
Rite.
Make horse great again.
Na. Orma. Na. Orma. Ba. Rite. Ba. Rite. Una Africana. Saporone sente.
I mean, it's probably good enough. I don't expect this to be tough. What are some courtiers gonna do as a French mage?
They will break against our resolve.
Desna, guide my hand. Forwards.
Somehow I remember them.
Let's move. What's that?
Oof.
I sense something.
Judging by the empty shape slot, this mechanism is currently missing a
Follow
piece.
me.
Please don't run into the trap.
Something is not right here. Check that out.
I don't even see that enemy yet. Oh, it's not. Oh, I see. Well, that's cringe. I like how I killed a mythic enemy and I didn't even see him. She just died from like the proximity of my cringe. She didn't even get to see the cringe. That's some stale memes right there. Master Derek looks just as friendly and polite as he did on the day he welcomed you into his jewelry shop in Dresden. His attire is still rich and exquisite, but it now features the gem-encrusted symbol of Baphomet. A grotesque shadow hovers beside him, a demon, perhaps the same one that stole the jewelry at that Ellen's wedding. Ah, the victorious commander and her her companion. I was so certain that you had been swallowed by the abyss. Oh well, life is full of disappointments. Kutas are quite talkative these days. Why don't we skip the hard and get down to business? The demon at Master Derek's side laughs hastily. Why, radiant paladin? Don't you want to know? Will you have really been dealing with this whole time? He's not just a cultist or a demon worshipper. You're talking to the Grand Master of the Temple of the Ivory Labyrinth. Well, I saw Nocteria kill Baphomet, your lord, died at her hands. I'm fully aware of the Lady in Shadow's capabilities. Forgive me for being blunt, but you have not told me anything I don't already know. I do not mourn my master's temporary demise. His defeat is nothing more than a setback. We may be forced to retreat, but like the tide, we will always return. However, even the permanent death of Lord Baphomet will not sway me from my beliefs. Do you know why the abyss is so beautiful? It spawns new beasts to replace the old. It sustains itself in an endless cycle. The unchanging sum of chaos and evil. It will never cease to exist. His voice is a mixture of zeal and admiration. If Lord Baphomet meets his end, I will simply find myself a new master. I have some questions for you, Grandmaster. You can ask whatever you like and might even answer, but you don't need to address me by my title. Though it sounds formidable, it's purely honorary. It places no obligations upon me, which suits me perfectly. So you were the ones who led the Temple of the Ivory Labyrinth into battle? You might find it surprising, but no. It was not my role. The dwarf speaks with surprising candor. Demon generals like Jerebeth and Menago have rendered my services unnecessary. They were the ones who led the troops of the Void Wood. I realized that I could not compete with them, so I moved away from military operations and began to focus on my own intrigues. And it is thanks to those schemes that our paths have collided. So why were you stealing souls? Is an answer obvious? I wanted to spread terror through the city. I could use the souls as leverage to coerce people into doing my bidding. I spent years developing a reputation among Mendevian high society. Everyone knew who I was, and my work was in high demand. And slowly, with almost surgical precision, I distributed demonic jewelry. I knew when to sell someone a useless bauble and when to give someone something special. Then I ordered the demons to act. All of the jewelry had gemstones that were designed to ensnare souls. I told the demons to capture the souls of the jewelry owners and bring them to me. All across Mendev, dozens of mortals were suddenly trapped. All of their friends and loved ones were left alone with their grief. They held the lifeless body of the children of their beloved and clung to the hope that maybe someday there would be a way to bring them back. And that's when I struck. I threatened, I coerced, I offered hope. I did everything I could to tear down your crusade from the inside. If you had stayed in the abyss a little longer, even a couple of months would have sufficed. You would have had an altogether different welcome awaiting you. You would have returned to find Mendev engulfed in civil war. I've met all kinds of monsters, but none of them have been this full of themselves. Oh, brave paladin, Master Derek's voice is kind, almost sympathetic. He knows so little of the void and understands less. Who is that demon next to you? Demon cackles gleefully. You don't know me, but I know you. We've met several times, except I was controlling the body of your friend, the nimble but empty-headed Curl. How did Seela, Curl, and the others get involved in this? It was all of the results of rather absurd series of coincidences. It started when a certain knight, burning with love and passion, came to buy a ring for his bride-to-be. He was willing to pay quite an exorbitant sum. Now, I don't normally waste my time with mundane, ordinary folk. However, his ardor and the strength of his love, along with the fact that he was one of Iomedes' mutilating righteous lackeys, made him irresistible, so I decided to craft him a ring with a demon inside. I took great pleasure at the thought that someday he would realize that he had given a deadly gift to the person he loved most. He would have to live with the knowledge that he had doomed his beloved to a terrible fate. Well, thank you for the valuable life lesson. I can assure you that this nauseatingly righteous knight has taken it to heart. I thought you were a master of intrigue, cold-blooded and cunning. But you're not so clever or cunning, you're just cruel. There's nothing special about your schemes, they're just an excuse to hurt people. The more you talk, the more I want to kill you. Every word you say brings you closer to the inevitable demise. But I haven't told you the best part, Brave Paladin. The most ridiculous coincidence was the halfling Curl. Did you know my Templars recruited him? He has been our informant for a long time. You're lying. Not at all. The Condemned provided an endless supply of recruits. They're easy targets. What they lack in quality, they make up in quantity. We recruited Curl when we were preparing for the attack in Canavus. If it is any consolation, the fool quickly grew disenchanted with Baphomet's cause. He refused to spy for us, but we gave him a good scare and he gave up. We barely had to torture him at all. He continued to spy for us, but he dreamed of escape. He clung to the hope that someday he could run away, not just from us, but from the Crusade as well. He wanted to go far, far away, where no one would ever find him. Then one day, by complete chance, he found out about the ring the Master Derek gave to the foolish Knight Ellen. The ring that I was hidden in. The demon chuckles maliciously. The idiot thought it was some priceless artifact. He thought that if he stole it, he could sell it and use the money to start a new life elsewhere. He went to the deserted camp, grabbed the ring, and gave me his lovely, agile body, as well as the chance to have a good laugh. It was so amusing to pit the valiant paladin against a brave knight friend. Give us back the sword. I will let you go. Nah, that's not happening. Go get yourself. Look at your friends, brave paladin. Look at the commander, the Crusaders' greatest hope. You have led them all to their death. You know, I'm literally just gonna quench you in one turn.
That was my dream.
I mean, my dude just went fucking own zone, but... What are you saving throws? Yeah, that's not good enough. You're gonna cringe. You're gonna cringe so hard. Okay. So, about this. Ooh, he survived. Killed her. Mystic, he's immune to weird. He's immune to weird. Aw, fucking cheating. Well, land is option B. You're not immune to elves. See? Also, I don't think you're immune to getting dragon wood. She thinks you're a cookie. You're not gonna make it out of this alive.
We won't falter.
What are you not immune to? Oh shit. That's a buff list, motherfucker. Let's try this. But you have it. Dispel. You don't upgrade to dispel. Okay, then let's do this.
Make every strike count.
You upgrade to dispel. But It's not impossible if I roll decent. Like a 15 or up would dispel his stuff. What a bitch. Reflect 30. It's probably our size freedom of movement system. Power would kill. Guessing you're immune to death. Yeah, poison death. So you're not gonna power would kill. Affecting fear. The exhaustion is killing us.
From me.
Nah, that's awesome. DC's not immune to Mark of Justice. He's ridiculously strong though, as you could say. He's about to die. That's a horse! Fucking NT bit his fucking ears off. Master Derek's son Hammer is gravely wounded, but he does not lose his composure. He remains calm and dignified in the face of death. It seems I've made a mistake. I shouldn't have fought you. Still, I do not regret taking the risk. I mean, I did literally just kill this guy. Like, what the fuck, dude? He turns to Seela, and there's a malevolent gleam in his eye. You may have the commander by your side, but look at yourself, Paladin. Look at those you have taken under your wing. Derek's mouth twists into an unpleasant smile. Your friends are a thief, a coward, and a stubborn. Your friends are a thief, a coward, and a stubborn oaf. You couldn't unite them or inspire them to great deeds. On the contrary, you made everything worse. Yet there you are now, blaming me for everything that's happened, as if it is my fault. Somehow, I am responsible for all your woes. My evil plans and schemes have ruined your lives. You believe that if you could just quit the void of evil people like me, it would become a paradise. Life will be fair and just, and everyone will be joined together in the bonds of friendship. We burst into breathing laughter, then fall silent forever. Seela glares at Derek's lifeless body. She is breathing heavily, but you can't tell if it's from intensity of the battle or simply overwhelmed with emotion. Is it over? Have we removed the evil? Why that Curtis scum, even on death's door, was still spewing venom. Jana pauses as if she'd suddenly in revelation. Wait, we've won, right? We've completed our mission. Her eyes light up with excitement. An incredulous smile spreads across her lips. It doesn't matter. He tried to poison our soil, but his words mean nothing. He is lost. Commander Seela, I spoke harshly to you before. I said things I regret. But I should never have doubted you. This victory would not have been possible without your help. Seela listens to all of this in silence and turns to you, and there's one question in her eyes. Don't pay attention to him, he's a cultist. Why would you believe what he says? We have to leave, let's go. There was some truth to what he was saying. Ah, fuck him. Seela smiles grimly. Yes, you're right. We'll discuss this later. I mean, I did think his reasoning was a bit weird. Like, you blame me for everything just because I made an evil plan that made everything suck. It's like, yes? Seela picks up the ball of jewelry and pours the contents into a pouch. Inside the bag, the gemstones gleam ominously. You have the source. I keep them with me until we reach Dresden. Let's go, Sophie. I don't want to stay any longer. He was actually, this was a better fight than the other one. He did walk the line a little better. It wasn't as annoying. Chaldsaduni is a gem that's often overlooked. Its color evokes a pale blue hue of deep snow, which, like the warm yellow glint of amber, brings to mind the fiery leaves of autumn. A skilled jeweler demands the seasonal qualities of those colors, but does not shy away from rearranging them. So why not start the year with winter and then move to autumn? And why should autumn flow into spring? Summer can be last season, the one that reverses the flow of time. Sure, mate. You reverse the flow of being alive. Summer +5. It also gets a very immunity to boil rush and overrun menus, so +3 to against huge and bigger enemies. That sounds pretty good. Can the horse use it? Sure. The horse gets it. Oh, it does have the Swarm Bane class, that's why. So I was kind of cheating in another, but I don't care anymore. Fuck swarms. No one likes them. Swarms go home. Okay, but I don't think any of this.
Onwards.
Gave me a way to open this, did it? Oh, it's a puzzle, isn't it? Oh, I got it. Oh. Red, blue, green,
Let us
yellow.
be off.
Oh, it's a note. Ah, I get it. I did not actually figure this out the first time I played the game, because I don't think I ever read that note. Blue. Yellow. No, blue, orange. Okay, now start the year with blue, then move to orange. And then green, and then yellow. So it's blue, orange. No. Maybe orange. That will. coordinated.
Uh-huh.
I didn't. If you're reading this note, I must be dead. And even in death, I have lured you into my trap. Greed is sure path to the grave. So, you made a trap that you think is deadlier than you, and then decided to fight me. Because of this thing. I'm not impressed.
Make your peace.
Somehow I feel like none of these guys are gonna hold up to the cringe. Let's see what happens. Told you. Playing this does make me want to get back to my actual Pathfinder campaign. Do you think that's gonna happen? Could I get back the people together? Remember, it's no magic hour, but it's obviously hangs here for a reason. The mechanics of this rotating wall grind heavily if you press on it. It looks like it's been jammed. So was I supposed to turn and it broke? Is that the idea? Oh, this is the point of this mirror. I don't know if there's another secret inside the secret, but if there is, I'm not getting an obvious indication, so whatever. So that means he carried this note with him at all times to give people the information to his secret world, so that if they ever killed him, like, what is this plan? Imagine doing that in real life. Like, you just have a wire of poison on you at all times, so that if someone kills you, they might find, like, you know, your beer flask or whatever, and it's actually poisoned, and then it will kill the person who killed you. Fucking genius. Also, I just realized that's why one of the gems is missing, because they realized, hey, what if someone just brute forces the puzzle and knows the solution to the puzzle? Him having a message saying he's already dead doesn't even make sense. So it's like, fuck, what do we do? You find the gem on his corpse, or at least in the room where you kill him, so that you can't accidentally do the puzzle before fighting him. Otherwise you break the sequence. I'm gonna have to imagine that's what happened. Like, they didn't do that at first, and then they realized that was a problem. Celia sits quietly with her hands clasped together. She sighs softly, and there's a faraway look in her eyes. You can see from her troubled expression that something's bothering her. There you are, Sophie. I'm just here, you know, waiting. Our son is going to unite the souls with the bodies. Just a little longer. We can put all of this behind us. What's bothering you? Where do I even start? There's a lot on my mind. But hey, Sophie, there's something I have to ask. All the souls will be returned to the body soon, and that means Corey will be free. But what if it's confirmed that he really did work with the cultists? What will you do to him? I'd like to hear his story before I make a decision. He bears some of the blame, but if others were pressuring him, he acted out of fear for his life and he deserves to be shown leniency. I will not rush judgment. I want to talk to him. I will listen to my heart, and then it guide me through making a decision. Traitors do not deserve mercy. We've paid too high a price. Kurt is a victim. He might have made some bad decisions, but I doubt he's willingly surrender his body to a demon. I mean, I agree with this, but I also agree with 3 for Sophie. Like, I think she would say both. But I'm gonna go with 3 for now. Sealer nods, her face unreadable. And let me ask you something, Ed. How do you feel about me and the part I played in all of this? I talked everyone into going to the Hound Hearts camp to get the ring. I protected Kurt from Ellen's blade and saved his life. I am the reason, or was it the demon that took... I am the reason he, or whether the demon took his bodyguard away. It's my fault that we didn't find out about the jewelry being dangerous. We could have prevented the theft of so many other swords if it hadn't been for me. But when we were in the Molten Scar, Jana told me that I was the reason she deserted. She said that I had pushed her to play the hero, to take on challenge she wasn't prepared to face, and that's why she fled. Yet in the end she found the strength to change. She didn't break, she became a better person. To be honest, I've never seen her more proud or confident than when we defeated Sunhammer. Even though she was just laying on the floor getting owned, but whatever. I'm just so glad I managed to remain friends with Alan. We were able to help him and Kiana, even though they were tangled up in the schemes of the demon-worshipping cultists. I guess everything turned out alright. We get the source back, everyone will come back to life, and we'll put all this behind us. When I took my oath as a paladin, I swore to guard the honor of my fellows, have faith in them, and learn the weight of my sword. I've done those things, so maybe I should stop worrying about what Sunhammer told me before his death. He was just being spiteful, right? His words were full of poison, not truth. Sela falls silent, she turns to you. So what is the weight of my sword? Only idiots think they're infallible. I may not be the smartest person in the room, but I hope that I have at least some measure of self-awareness. I need to reflect on everything I've done, on the kind of person I've become. You follow your heart, you always try to help others and do the right thing. There's no reason for you to be fear-ashamed. You've done nothing wrong. The world isn't black and white, Sela. You don't always make the right decisions, but we all make mistakes, that's part of life. Your heart is in the right place, but you lack discipline. You allow your emotions to cloud your judgment. You don't change course, you stray from the path and pattern. Figure out yourself, honestly don't care. I'm tired of you always coming to me for answers. I never get tired of that fucking response line. I don't care. Go away. Honestly, Sophie is pretty one on this, I would say. Like, 3 is complete hypocrisy. 2 is not bad, but you've done nothing, really. We own them. She does Ice Brian, thank you. I need to hear that from you. Greetings, Commander. I'm glad you're here. We are ready to return the stolen swords to the body and bring these people back to life. We will need to help them get over the initial shock, and your presence will undoubtedly help ease the transition. First, however, I need your companion, Sela. Everyone is waiting for you. Me? Why? Because we want you to get the swords free. We all agreed that you should be the one to do it. After all, you saved these people. You should be the one to bring them back to life. You're confusing me with someone else. I'm Sela, the blockhead paladin. I'm not you. Like I said, it was a collective decision. We all agreed that it should be you. The loved ones of your victims, the Hound Hearts, myself. I'm not going to go back and ask them to find someone else. So stop arguing. Let's go. Glad that works, because there's no way to go back from that solution. Versus I was standing on the beds. I don't think they're okay. What a nightmare has it been. Is it really over? Hard to believe I'm finally free. I can breathe again. I can eat and walk and dance. I'm glad this story had a happy ending. Everything and everyone, it's back to normal. Alan and Kiana fall into each other's arm, headless of everyone else around them. Heedless of everyone else. Come on, let's give them some space. I'm glad you two are wired. Fucker. Yes, it feels good to be married. Kiana smiles. Also, I sometimes forget that I'm a married woman since Alan always off fighting in the crusade. If it went for soldiers like me, a lot of families would lose their loved ones. It won't be long before the demons are defeated. I truly believe our victory is near. But for now, I must keep on fighting. Well, I just want to say thank you, Commander. Thank you for everything you've done. We accept your gratitude in form of strong drinks, but we'll wait to celebrate until after we defeated demons. So long, friends. Enjoy this moment of happiness. Don't get too carried away. Now she's standing on the bed. Really, it's just a disease spreading. You see Kurt standing among those who have been rescued. He's looking at one awkwardly, shifting from one foot to another as if not sure what to do with himself. When he notices you and Sailor, he peers slightly. He takes a step backwards. I thank you for saving me from the demons. I want to hear your side of the story, but you need to tell the truth. Alright, I tell you. I met this guy before the attack on Cannabis. He said he felt sorry for me. We talked about the condemned and about how awful the Crusaders were to me. He told me that I should take matters into my own hand, that I should be my own master and decide my own fate. When the demons attacked Cannabis and the city fell into chaos, he found me again. He introduced me to a few of his paws and called themselves the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. He told me despite the Crusaders we were trying to take back the city. I didn't want to help them, but they threatened me. They even cast a spell on me. I don't know what it was, but it felt like torture. I curled up and sobbed like a baby. They told me that the city belonged to them now and that they'd kill me if I don't cooperate. So I agreed, but I didn't want to. I swear, I really didn't. I wanted to run away. I thought if I could get some money, I could escape the city. I could go far, far away, somewhere they'd never find me. The Crusaders could deal with those cultists. I just wanted to be free. That's when I had the idea to steal Alan's ring. It was worth a small fortune. I needed the money. I didn't want to hurt Alan. I didn't want to hurt any of you. But I didn't know what else to do, so I took the ring and the demon took control of me. I guess you know the rest. I was stuck in the ring and the scumbag stole my body. Damn it, Kurt. You could have just told us you were being threatened by cultists. We would have helped. But I wanted freedom, Sealer. I'll be honest with you. I'm not much of a crusader. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I met you, Alan and Jana. I couldn't have asked for better friends, but I'm not cut out for war. I don't like fighting demons. I don't want to die. It's too heavy a sentence for a simple thief. Sealer glances at you and says quietly, he has a point. The punishment should befit the crime. A harsh sentence won't change what harmed and it won't hurt him out. Turn him into a better person, after everything he's been through. If I let you go, what will you do? There's a flicker of hope in his eyes. Well, you can bet I'm not going to steal or hobnob with cultists. I swear it on everything you like. I've been thinking about Cannabis. It'd take a long time to rebuild the city, and I'm sure they could use some extra pair of hands. I could be a laborer until I learn an honest trade. I think you've had punishment enough. I am granting you full pardon. You're free to go. Cora looks at you suspiciously. Really? I mean, that's the honest truth? Yep, that's the honest truth. Cheer up, lad. It all worked out for you. I say, as one former thief to another, to hopefully another. I mean, really, who am I to judge? We hire thieves. I'm pretty sure we literally hired thieves in our army. So, you know. It'd be kind of weird for me to be too harsh on them. We hired trees in our army, last I checked. Oh, army also kind of killed itself, but you know, that's details. Alrighty, the mimics. Yes, that was, I think, the killing blow. That the mimics is what killed us, if I remember. I need to talk to Darren. I don't care about this quest. I need to do the prison. I need to launch a final sword. That's the festival. We'll see if I even ever do that quest. Which is a cringe mage's quest, but I just puzzles. I'm puzzled out. I still need to do this. I actually don't know what this is about. I don't need this quest, it's a DLC that we're not doing. I can't even, there's still like more about other DLCs I'm not even gonna touch. Like, I'm doing that one DLC because supposedly everyone says it's the best, and then the rest I'm whatever. Like, there's one that is just a like multi-hour long dungeon crawl, and I don't need that in my life now. There you are. I have no more questions. What about the other? It's not an entity, but entities. Though you may still call them the other if you wish. It's fitting name. Myself, I invented several hundred names for them over the course of my 10 years together. Most of them are completely unutterable in any polite society, of course. If you wish to know what exactly the thing was, I can't give you more information. I'm afraid they were countless, they were dead, and they all had some kind of joint consciousness, like a swarm of ghosts. One thing is certain, the ghosts were not of our world. Did you voluntarily agree to the conditions proposed by them? It was absolutely voluntarily if you forget about the demonic plate and the murder was little to orchestrating it. It was either that or certain death. What is it like having that? It's most certainly an unforgettable experience. In all seriousness though, I'm not sure I'm ready to talk about it quite yet. The others have gone so deep into me, I can't fully process the fact that the constant surveillance is gone, a mind-altering realization in all sense of the word. Why did the others behave so oddly, concealing their presence by means possible, but at the same time beheading demons and humans alike? I haven't the slightest clue. Absolutely no idea. They did not talk to me much, except for a few rare instances when they wanted to fight me or make me do something for them. I'm not even sure that those heads, whether they actually killed anyone or simply found corpses and took the parts they liked the most. I had plenty of time to hypothesize over the years. I came up with several theories. I'm not sure if any of them are true, but I think the others were not hiding from us mortals. It looked more like they were afraid of gods and other powerful entities. You can't roam around this world without stumbling upon a cleric or a cultist, and those fellows are more than happy to pass the news to their patrons. It might be the only reason others not reveal themselves around mortals, although not nobody was truly able to threaten their existence until they met the mythical commander of the Fifth Crusade. Why didn't the others come out to defend you before? After all, you found yourself in danger on multiple occasions. That is certainly true. You are a source of endless danger and fun, and for your question, Darren sighs. I took some precautions to vouchsafe my life. The contract with Abadar's temple in the capital, it cost me several thousand worth of revenue from all my estates combined. Under the contract, if I fail to make contact with the temple for a year, the cleric shall be obligated to use the sacred magic to discover my fate, conduct a resurrection ritual, should it turn out that I've met a premature end. Now that is some... Imagine if we could do that in real life. The others, they knew about it. Like, they knew about literally everything else that ever happened to me. I failed their presence, the otherworldly scrutiny as I negotiated the term and signed a contract. The prospect of being denied their gateway for a year did not seem to perturb them. It seems provided that I would be resurrected later. But with you it was a very different matter. You are a threat even to demon lords. In your presence, the others were agitated, uneasy. And they flew into rage when you expressed your intentions to kill me. I found out everything I wanted to know. On the other hand, I'm glad you were able to talk about this freely. On the one hand, I'm glad I was able to talk about freely. On the other, I don't wish to remember it again. Okay. So that leaves the prison, which I had wanted to do. There's a storyteller. I don't know if this is another DLC or not, the Shards of Sacred Antiquity. Don't know where the fuck I got this. I went the wrong way. Ah, fuck. Let me touch. See, fragment of blackwood rests in the old elf hands. One of his magical boom was split into pieces, but his power did not vanish. It is still here. I can sense it. It would speak to us of a battle, but which one? One moment I will listen to the quiet voice of the past. A most remarkable history, he smiles at you. The light of Eredin shines so brightly that it undimmed. Even after 100 years, the shard of the shield possesses no power, and of its in and of itself, but it can serve as a guiding star, leading us to other marvels. If you wish, I can awaken them for you. I can shove it. What do you tell me about this thing? Nothing. I can. So Emily takes the shard from you and carefully traces the finger over the surface of the void. For a long time, he says nothing. His expression, nothing. I cannot say anything about it. You can't say anything? Why? I'm surprised and disappointed as you. The object belonged to Aradin himself as a rarity. An object belonging to Aradin himself is a rarity indeed. Even among the countless curiosities that have passed through my hands, I admit I harbored hope that the shards would help shed light on the greatest of mystery of our time, the fate of the last Aslanti. But alas, the object is silent. The secret of its owner are beyond my reach. Thank you for trying. Give him the shard, awaken it. The storyteller lays his hand on the dark piece of wood, and unseeing eyes stare into the distance. Aradin is dead, his shield shattered into pieces, but this shard points to a hidden possibility, like a guiding star. I see three paths. The first takes the form of a ring, the second a bed, and the third an amulet. Each item will be imbued with the memory of Aradin's deed, but which caused your heart? Ring. This miraculous item will be embodied with the 7 riches of Aslanti leader. Wealth, fertility, oh that's a virtue, nice. Honest, pride, abundance, eager ambition, righteous anger, and peace. As the last Aslanti, Aradin wanted only the best for the human race. Tell me about the amulet. This relic will be a monument to the fury of Aradin's unleashed on all enemies of humanity. You will fear the true rage that burned within his breast when he entered the abyss to do battle with the Demon Lord and the Lord of the Red Tide. The Lord of the Red Tide was his name, a name now forgotten, but Aradin's feat is not forgotten, it will be remembered. Tell me about the bed. This relic will remind the void of the power and commitment of the mortal mage Aradin before his ascension, of the power that lay in those hands that raised the starstone from the bottom of the sea. Well, I mean, obviously we go with fertility. I need the ring. The storyteller hands begin to glow. A light surrounds the shard of the shield, immersing the object and hiding it from view for a moment. When the bright light fades, the only thing left in the storyteller's hand is a gleaming ring. I don't think I have. That's it. So did I get the ring? That was it. There we go. The ring is decorated with 7-pointed star, a symbolic representation of the riches that, according to the belief of the ancient Aslanti, any true love must have. Each of the 7 stars is made of 7 rays is made from metal of a distinct color, but the craftsmanship is superb to the point where you cannot see any seams between the metal. The ring grants the wearer a number of abilities. Firstly, the wearer can activate one of the following 7 effects. Generosity. It's just My Little Pony now. Generosity grants the wearer the effect of a frightful spell. Humility grants the wearer the effect of the blur spell and +4 insight bonus on all skill checks. Temperance grants the wearer the effect of false life, greater and is +2 on saving throws. Love grants the wearer the effect of heroism. Charity grants the wearer the effect of mind blank. Zeal grants the wearer kindness. At least 2 of these are pony elements, so that's funny. So where's more fertility in this? You talked about fertility. I guess it's love. The spell effects are applied as if they were level 20 caster. Secondly, if the wearer is on a mythic path, they gain a +5 additional daily use of their prime heavy ability. Demonic Rage for Hell Demon decrease, etc. If the mythic path wearer has no such ability, the powerful ring attempts to affect the wearer's mind and body, granting them a +4 bonus to all ability scores. Thirdly, the ring grants the wearer an ability to heal all living creatures within 30 for 20d6 7 times a day. All other creatures within range take as many points of positive energy damage. Creatures that take damage receive a will save to halve the damage. If the wearer is on the lich path, the effects of his ability are reversed. One hell of a ring. don't know if I have a primary. I do not have a primary, so I should get the stat buff instead. Which is great. No, it does not stack with my fairy thing. So this actually overrides my
We should move.
animal focus, which is a bit lame, but whatever. That's probably it for tonight. Like Darren now can get kicked out and never used again. Alrighty. So next time I wanted to do the prison thing. Like, what do I need to I think at this point I just need to do the prison and the festival quest. Ah yeah, and this. Is that even marked? Close portal, close portal. This is currently where the portal is at. I presume that doing this after I presume doing the prison first is not gonna change stuff, hopefully. So that should be fine. But yeah, I think that really enough, I think the Ravaged Longhouse is where I would need to be. No, this is where I need to be, the laboratory, I think. So I would need to go back to the laboratory to do the key crystal, and I need to do the DSC quest. I probably would do the DSC quest next time, and then we would do the laboratory, and then we would do the prison, and then we would do the final part of the game. That's my current, I have no idea if anything should be done before the DSC thing, but whatever. Hopefully it's, I mean, it probably wouldn't be much of a change anyway. That's the plan for next time. I can't actually teleport. Yep, not much to do there. Well, thanks for watching. Was good to get back to it. Hopefully this time I will get it done before another 6 months. Take